Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to start my next reading vlog. It's kind of late. It's like 6:30. This morning it was too dark and I was rushing because it was Monday morning and it's the 21st of October. So I was rushing because, gathering my lunch, and I had to exercise this morning, which I did. Anyway, so and then when I got to work, it was so dark outside, there's no point to film in my car. So I was like, well, I'll film later. And then after work, I went to the library and picked up a few library books that had come in and took back the one that I had. And then I came home, and I've been just kind of watching BookTube with the cat sleeping on me. So then I didn't want to pull out the camera because they were asleep on me. Because as soon as I start talking, they move. So we just had our little break. They went and they're eating more of their dinner. I use the restroom, and then I get to do the filming. So they want to get back on me. So we're going to try to do this quick. So tonight, I don't know if I'm going to read tonight. I have to tell you, it was a weird day. It was a quiet day at work. So I did make a really big progress in A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. This is book 1 in the Kingmaker Chronicles. I am really enjoying this. I don't love it, and I don't think it's like the best thing ever, but it is definitely so far a series I feel like I'm going to read. As I said, I own the second one that I got used a couple months ago when I hadn't even read this book yet, but anyway, which now I'm glad about. Anyway, so I am listening to it at work, and I got to 87% or 366. So there's about 80 pages left, and I just have to listen for a little over an hour and a half, or is it 2 hours? I think it's an hour and a half or something. I don't know. I don't have very much left to listen to, but tonight I got home and I'm like, I can't listen anymore, because it was mostly in the afternoon I listened to it. The morning was kind of on and off busy. So I listened to it in the afternoon. And so I got really far. So I did pretty good. So anyway, I'm hoping to finish this tomorrow. This is a historical fantasy romance, because I still don't know if it's our world or if it's like a version of Greece in historical times where the gods are real and things happen with magic that way. We are following Kat, who has some really bad things in her past to do with her family and other things, and she is discovered by a new warlord his family has taken over one of the countries in the southern part of this land. And again, it feels like it's Greece, but I'm not sure. But anyway, but they talk about places the names don't click. Anyway, she is pretty much kidnapped because he knows that she has something that she is called the Kingmaker, and there are powers to do with that. So this has been a really fun. This is a more older fantasy romance, I would say. I think it was 2016. Yes, 2016. So, it has 4 books and a novella, I believe, out, and a 5th book is coming out, I think, next year. So, anyway, I've heard about this book for the last couple of years, and again, I bought this, I think, last year, and I've been meaning to pick it up all year, and I finally just picked it up the other day, just going, okay, that's it, I'm gonna pick this up. And I think it's just because my mood swung me that way, as in, let's pick up some books that I'm supposed to have read by now. Anyway, as I said, I am 80 pages from the end, so I will finish this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to pick up anything physically tonight. I'm actually really tired. I don't know if I didn't sleep very well, or it's the whole Monday and I exercised and then was at work. I do have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. Again, I read 2 chapters yesterday to try it out, and I liked them. I just don't know if I feel like reading tonight, so we will see. I do have my library books, so and this is I think it's just a small town spicy romance, so we'll see how that goes. I probably read 2 chapters. I think the main character is taking over her aunt's cafe after her aunt decides she's going to retire. And then she has some kind of weird, or she meets the guy, one of the guys who has the farm and has the vegetables and stuff. So and he is very antisocial, it seems like. We'll see. As I said, I only read 2 chapters. I did get from the library The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Volume 8. I think this one just came out. Yeah, this is the newest one, so that in an English translation. So this is by Hitsuki Yamada, translated by Alan Ching and Rowena Chen. So I think there's 9 total in this series. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. But I know that 8 was I was on the wait list, and it took a while for me to get it. I don't know if they bought the book right away, because there's like several of us were like waiting for it. Anyway, so that just came out. So I might read this tonight because it's easy. We'll see. I don't know what I feel like. And then I picked up is it considered horror? I don't know. I've been hearing people talk about The Night Guest by Hildur Kunstdorfer. I'm not sure how you say that. It's I think it's Icelandic horror. Translated by Mary Robinette Kowal, which that's kind of interesting, because I have read some of her novels, like these I'm not going to remember, The Calculating Stars, and some other books. Yeah, she's written other things. I can't think of the other one that I read by her. It was an older series. Anyway, so this was yeah, Icelandic. Interesting. Anyway, so I think this is the one where the woman is just not feeling well, and her doctors are like not really believing her, and then I don't know if she wears her Fitbit at night, and she wakes up and finds out that she's has walked 40,000 steps in a night. And so something weird is going on. So I don't know. I think I must have heard somebody's reading this for a book club of some sort. I'm not even positive. I know I've seen this somewhere and other people were reading it. And I got, the library had it where it was in my local library, my library branch. And it was available. So I just asked for it, and they put it on the shelf for me today. So anyway, because the other book had come in, so I was able to get both of them. Anyway, that's where we're at. I don't know what I'm going to read. I'll see how this goes. I don't know if you can hear that, but Cooper is jumping up against the slider, and he does that when he sees bugs outside. Like, he doesn't get it that he can't attack the bugs when they're outside the window, and he jumps and tries to get them, and it's funny. Anyway, I think I have filmed that in the past at some point. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I am going to, again, watch some BookTube. I might read a manga. I might read some of the, I don't know what I feel like. Today I'm kind of tired. So, and again, I listened a lot at work today, so I don't really feel like attaching anything to a story, so, or, paying attention. So I think I'll just watch a BookTube for a little bit. So anyway, I will check in later. Okay, I did read a little bit tonight, not very much. I read like 30 pages of The Night Guest. The good thing about this is that it's really short chapters. This is like 194 pages or something close to that. And the chapters are super short, so it reads really fast. I think I'm 11 chapters in already. Yeah, I've read 10 chapters. So, I mean, it's pretty quick. I just didn't feel like reading too much. So I only read like for a half hour or so. Not very long. I just wanted to start it to see how I feel. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So, again, this is about a woman who is 55, and she's just going through not the greatest time in her life. She's tired. Everything hurts and everything. She just doesn't know why she has no energy, and she's gone to doctors and they don't have any answers for her. And so she buys a watch that has the pedometer on it,
And so far, she's only accidentally worn it at night once, and it was like it's supposed to reset at midnight, and she had 47,000 on it of steps when she woke up. So I'm interested to see where it goes, because again, she hasn't remembered to, or she hasn't left it on again. She thought it was a glitch, and she contacted the company, the store that she bought it from, and anyway, it's kind of interesting. It's really kind of a sad look at a woman when she's just not being heard, and she's not happy because of how she's feeling, and nobody has the answers for her. And then again, I'm pretty sure it's going to twist and do some interesting weird things, because some of the things that have there's little hints of things, and you're like, ooh, I don't know. As I said, I'm wondering what happens when at night. I'm curious to see, and with the title, I'm like, how does that work? I'm not sure. Anyway, so this will be my physical read for right now. I think I'm just gonna try to read that probably tomorrow, more of it. I don't know if I'll finish it tomorrow, but as I said, I'm gonna finish A Promise of Fire tomorrow. I have several audiobooks out from the library, and I own a lot. So I'm going to try to pick a book that I own physically, that I have an audiobook for. When I pick an audiobook, I'm kind of gearing up for the Read What You Own challenge. They just dropped the announcement videos tonight. And I didn't know that, and then I watched Lindsay Reads, and she had said she had started last week, which I didn't watch that video. I watched the one this week anyway, but she was already starting the 100 book challenge. And I had been checking Criminali's channel for days, the last week or so, waiting for the announcement video, because I'm like, I know it's early November. Are they going to do it? And it starts the 4th, I believe, the Monday the 4th of November. So I was already thinking about that, because again, I'm going to try not to buy anything, and I might as well just join the challenge and see how many books I can get off my shelf. I don't plan to do 100 books. I don't think I can hold out for 100 books or 25,000 pages before I buy another book. I don't see myself actually able to do that, but I could go at least try the 25 to 50, and we'll see what happens. That's kind of going to be my goal. But so as I said, I've been thinking about that. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, with the audiobooks. So I went back to my list on Libby, and I returned everything that I didn't have a physical, it was an audiobook I want to try at some point. But if I didn't own that book, I took it out. So I do have only, I think, 2 other manga graphic novels that physically I'm on the hold list, but I need to check to see physically that I'm not bringing anything else in, and I'll just put everything on pause, hold on. But audiobook wise, for now, I'm going to try to just hit books that I own physically, and then I'm listening to on audio, because again, I'm going to try to next year hopefully do better about not having, we're going to do things differently. I just haven't come up with my plan, so I won't go into that right now. But hints wise, I've been kind of, as I said, I think I'm going to try to do the Read What You Own pretty much starting now. But except for I wanted to get through my couple library books that I just got today. So I'm going to get through those first. And then, as I said, it's November 4th where it starts. So anyway, my plans for November are just kind of expanding, and I'm not sure how things are going to go. Anyway, so that's it for Monday night. I'm going to go to bed, and tomorrow we'll see what audiobook I pick later. I'm going to finish Promise of Fire, and then we'll see what I feel like. I'm not sure. Just if it's too busy a day, I won't start anything, and maybe I'll get time to read the physical book. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll check in tomorrow. Okay, guys, it is Tuesday, and it is about 4:45. I just got home and changed. I thought about filming something, and then I totally forgot when I got home. So, oh well. Guess we're not doing that today, because I didn't have any errands. I did get gas this morning on the way to work, so that I wouldn't have to think about it. So, anyway.
Today was a really quiet day, except it was so cold and my ears are kind of plugged, so I'm having trouble with my ears. My coworkers, of course, brought a vehicle up close to where my office is, and I have a door, so I did close the door so I wasn't super freezing, but they had the door open all day. I was so cold. So I had the heater on the floor going, and then my new AC/heater that's up in the wall. And I don't know if I like the heater above that heats up the room. I think it did it okay. I still like the floor heater that's closer to me. But anyway, it was a quiet day mostly. I just did normal stuff. It was kind of a normal day. It wasn't, and again, it was pretty quiet overall, except for when he was arcing on something. Anyway, or doing the welding on something. Anyway, so I did get some audiobooking done. Maybe not as much as I could have done, but I did fair. I did finish A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. I did, listen to it on the way to work, and then I realized I only had 60 pages left instead of 80 yesterday, so I should have really finished this book when I got home last night, but oh well. Anyway, I got done with this pretty early, because again, I listened to half of that on the way to work and then I finished it up. So anyway, this is definitely a series that I want to continue. I really enjoyed it overall. So, again, this is more of a old school fantasy romance. I would still put it fantasy romance, not romantasy, because even though the romance is a big deal to this, really all the world building I think is bigger, and stuff in her life that is going to affect the books as we go along, and things going on, and and the fights they're going to have. And again, it has to do, I think it's a really good historical fantasy. But and again, with a Greek inspired land, which has the gods are, play parts in certain things. I think it went really well. I was really surprised by certain things and how it went. I listened to the audiobook by Mia Baron. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping she narrates the rest of them, because I will probably get the second one. What is the second one? Breath of Fire. Breath for Fire? I don't know, something, I can't read it, it's too small. Anyway, so that's the one I bought, used the physical copy, but I will try to get the audiobook again, because I really like their audiobooks. So anyway, I'm glad I finished this finally after having this for over a year, and it's definitely a series I want to continue to see where it goes, because a lot of things are left open-ended after book one. It's definitely, it doesn't end like, that there's a lot more to this story. I am curious to see what happens. So, anyway, I'm going to, as I said, I hope to pick it up fairly soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish that this year, but I do want to try to get to the second book soon. So I did try another audiobook from the library. Is a book that I do own physically, and I listened to only about 5-10 minutes. And because it was a cozy fantasy, I didn't want to listen to it. It was like, nothing was wrong with the audiobook. The audiobook was done fine for what I listened to, but really my brain was just like, oh no, this isn't the time to listen to this. So I let it go. I let it go back to the library. I'm trying to be better about just letting stuff go when I've already had it for like a week and a half. So I held it longer probably than I should have before I tried it, but again, I've been, I'm trying to get through things. So that one's gone. And then I was at work again, and I'm like, well, I can only really, physically, I could have read on my breaks and my lunch. And I was just like, yeah, but I want to listen to audiobooks. I'm in my office, my door is closed for most of the day because I was cold, and I'm just working on my computer. So I was like, well, so I decided to pick up the next book okay, this is always going to flip when I do this. I Shall Wear Midnight by Terry Pratchett, which is book, I think it's 38. Yeah, 38. I had to think about that. In the Discworld series. So again, Tiffany Aiken books are the ones that are kind of more middle grade young adult. in the series, and I wasn't planning to read them because it took me 3 tries to get through the We Free Men. But I did, as I said, I did that this summer, and then I've read, this is the 4th of the 5 Tiffany Aching books, and so I'm just trying to make progress in my Discworld because I have 4 books left that I wanted to get done before the end of the year. And we have I have just over 2 months now. So I was like, okay, I need to get one done at least in October. And so I decided to get, I got it from the library to listen to because I don't own a copy of this one. I Shall Wear Midnight. So far, again, Tiffany Aching now, she is 15, and things are just not going her way. Everything seems to be going wrong, and she doesn't know what she tries to fight against it, but it's just, it's actually really interesting because when you think about it, you sympathize with her because these adults are just saying really rude things about her, about being a witch and just her being a girl, kind of pretty much, and her trying to do things that she knows how to do, but they're like making it sound like she's just trying to lord over them. And it's so much like if you're a teenager and you're right, but nobody wants to listen to that you're right and that you didn't do anything wrong, and that they're just assuming a lot of things about you and what you did. And I think I think it was really well done for that, which is why I would classify this one definitely as a young adult. But I think I think Tiffany has grown a lot through the books, which I liked. I like because she's still a teenager, but she's definitely a smart teenager, but sometimes you're like, she still acts like one, like even though she's becoming a witch. So anyway, I think of them so far, might be my favorite, but we'll see how it goes in the end. I'm not sure how it's going. I just feel like this one, there's a lot to it that I'm liking more than some of the themes in the other ones. Anyway, but that was a total just off the wall book I needed to read, but I just decided to read that now because my mood reading is all over the place. So the audiobook I'm listening to is by Stephen Briggs, which is the ones that he's done all the audiobooks so far that I've listened to for Discworld this year. Because again, I didn't read Discworld for many years, and then I was like, I really need to finish Discworld at some point. And again, I wasn't going to do the Tiffany Aching books, but now I am, and I'm almost done with the next one. So I am 65% of the way through I Shall Wear Midnight, so I should be able to finish that tomorrow. I think I have 3.5 hours left on the audiobook, so it'll be a little faster than that by the speed that I listen to. But I'm hoping to get that done sometime tomorrow. I have no idea what I'll pick up after that. I'm just glad that I picked that because it is going better than the last one. The Tiffany Aching books are not my favorite of the Discworld. Anyway, but I'm enjoying this one quite a bit. I'm actually surprised at how much I'm liking this one. So, and then I will have 3 more Discworld books, which I hope to get done, in the next 2 months. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, so I haven't read anything physically. I don't know if I will tonight. I still have The Night Guest, and I still have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I only tried it the other day, so it's not like it's on my currently reading. Because again, I have changed the way I add things to Goodreads and Storygraph. Is I don't put anything in until it's done because I keep starting and setting books aside. So there's too many to count. So I was like, my currently reading would be way big because I just don't always read anything right away. So anyway, so again, we're home. The cats and I are here now. I came home to my cat puking, had puked on the couch, so I had to clean that first thing. Anyway, and they missed the blanket like by centimeters. Like when they got a couple dots on the blanket I have on the end of my on the end of this lounge part, and they puked right before that. It's just, I'm pretty sure it was Truman because of what kind it looked like, but still, like, centimeters. Like, if you just did it on the blanket, I wouldn't care so much, but anyway. Cats. Anyway. So anyway, that's it. I will check in with you. I'm pretty sure, unless I read something tonight, I will come back. I might read the manga that I have, because that kind of sounds good tonight, so I might come back after I read that. But I'm really not feeling, I'm not going to push anything. I pretty much right now, I'm taking kind of a, like, I'm not, because I've had so many months where I've read so much, where I read a lot at work or listened a lot at work, and then I came home and I read a lot. And right now I'm just not feeling it. I'm kind of letting myself watch a little bit. I mean, I was always watching a lot of BookTube, don't get me wrong, because it's my primary mode of what I watch on my television. But I feel like I don't want to, force myself to read too much right now. I don't feel like it. And again, I'm thinking of stuff I want to do for the end of the year. So maybe I'll film tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because obviously I didn't do it today because I forgot. Anyway, I will check in with you later today. I will probably I'll probably let this vlog go until tomorrow. I know I finished something. I know I finished A Promise of Fire, but I'm almost done with I Shall Wear Midnight. So I think I'm just going to wait till tomorrow, and then I'll wrap it up. So... And then again, if I might read this too. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. It's only almost 5 now. So it's like, who knows how my evening will go. And I have to get up and exercise in the morning, which I just remembered. Anyway, I will check in with you later. Okay, quick update. It's right now my dinner is in the oven. I'm eating it a little late because I read this before that, which was The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Volume 8 by Hizuki Yamada. So, again, I read this series this year, and I really enjoyed this volume of it. It's not a 5-star series, but it's a solid 4. Like, I've had fun throughout all the volumes for this. This is actually one that I'm contemplating actually collecting, but not yet. I haven't come to that. Like, when I feel like when I want to do a reread, that might be the moment. But so far, I'm enjoying it. But unfortunately, I thought there was only one more past this, but 2 have been released in Japan this year. Earlier in the year, and then one just was released. Number 10 was released in Japan in September. So there's 2 more volumes at least, and there's no, like, I couldn't find anything, at least not on Goodreads. I didn't go to the website for the actual 7 Seas Entertainment to see what they think when we'll get number 9. But I really enjoyed this one because it had to do with a lot of the characters kind of getting closer for certain reasons, and or learning things about other people. It was a good one. It was a good one. So I got that done pretty quickly. But as I said, it was just an easy read, and I read that before dinner. So again, dinner is in the oven now, and it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm just being late. I was being lazy. I don't feel like reading The Night Guest tonight, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I was kind of looking through my other books. I know I started the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but I don't feel like a contemporary right now like that, like a romance. Well, I might come back to that. But I have 3 books that I'm thinking about reading, so I don't know if I will. I have The Cloisters by Katie Hayes still, and this is like dark academia, kind of spooky-ish, I think, or creepy. I'm not quite sure. I've been watching just people keep talking about the Atlas 6, or one of the ones in this series by Olivia Blake. And again, I read the Masters of Death, which I really enjoyed. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed the ride. It was kind of fun. So I do want to try her most popular book, because I bought it this year to try. So I kind of want to pick that up. But I forgot, there is one other book, but I don't have it up anyway. But I do maybe pick up the Becoming by Nora Roberts, is book 2 in the Dragonheart Legacy. So this is her kind of portal fantasy that I read, The Awakening last month? This month? Last month, right? Last month? I don't even know. I just read it like a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. So this one is following the same characters, and again, the ending was like, so I want to know what happens next. Again, it's a trilogy, so I want to get this done this year. We'll see. But anyway, I might pick that up. And then on my Kindle, I do have the third and final book in the Whisper Hollow series. Kindle today had their double points for their their Kindle program. Like if you buy so much stuff, you get points. And so I always wait till I get enough points to get the $3 off a Kindle book because I am cheap. Anyway, so I bought, because they were $5.99 for the Whisper Hollow ebooks. And again, I just read Shadow Silence, but I might pick up the Phantom Queen to finish out that series because I'd like to finish that this month, because that would mean I'd read the whole series this month, because I started with Autumn Thorns, and as I said, I just finished Shadow Silence. Was that end of last week? I think so. Or this week. Yeah, it was end of last week. And but I kind of want to finish and find out what happens in the last one. So I don't know. It might be that one. So we'll know. I don't know. I'm gonna, as I said, my dinner is cooking now, and then I will probably read a bit of some of these and make a decision. I don't know. My mood is all over. There could be other books. There's so many books on my shelf, and you know, I'm in a weird mood. Like, as I said, why do I keep saying that? Because this is normal. Like, I don't know what I want to read next, and I want to read everything, and I can't. So I will check in. If I read anything or start anything, maybe I'll talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait till tomorrow to see what actually sticks. Because clearly I have a habit of starting a book one night and then not picking it up for days afterwards. So anyway, that's kind of just showing you so many books I want to read. Anyway, so many, and in so many series. Now again, The Cloisters is the only one that's not a series. So I don't know. But I can also get that on audiobook if I want to wait. I don't know what I might do. We'll see. We'll see what I pick up. Okay, I'm about to go to bed. It's actually after 9, and I was supposed to go to bed before 9, but didn't happen. Anyway, I did decide to go with The Phantom Queen by Yasmin Galenorn. So that's book 3 in the Whisper Hollows paranormal romance series that I've been reading, and I'm really glad that I did, because I think I'm ready to finish the whole trilogy, and I kind of want to read it. So that's what I went with. Not a super surprise, but anyway, I forgot, I mean, I'm going to go to bed here now, but I forgot to mention that I finally got word about our garage doors. This whole thing is just not going well. But they say they'll have everything on the 4th, and then they wait to make sure everything's right. And then we're technically scheduled for the 12th in the afternoon. So I might only have to take a half day, or I can take the whole day. I haven't decided yet. I'll discuss that with my brother, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to just take the whole day, because I have 2 days left that I can program, and one might be in December for a family thing, and then this one I could maybe do. I don't know. We'll see what it goes. I don't know. But okay, November 12th so far is the date. So maybe we'll actually have our garage doors, you know, within a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm tired of this. I just want to be done. I don't know why it's taking twice as long for everything. Even though the doors that we got they were supposed to already have them. So I don't know what's going on, why everything is taking so long, but it's fine. We're getting closer, and I can't wait to be done. Anyway, I think that's it. So anyway, that was just a quick update, life-wise. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, and I feel really bad because Cooper was sleeping next to me on the couch. He was over on that side, but Truman is on me, and I don't want to really move him, but I have to. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to get up, kitty. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're so cute. Yeah. Yeah. I have to go to bed. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah. My little talker. Okay, guys, it is Wednesday afternoon. It's a little later than I thought it was. I had to stop at the grocery store on the way home, and then I just filmed a video, which you'll see before this because I'm going to put that up next, and this will come afterwards. It'll be a little late. Anyway, so I did, let's see here. I did finish I Shall Wear Midnight by Terry Pratchett. This is book 38 in the Discworld. I really enjoyed this Tiffany Aching book. So again, this is book number 4 in her series. I really like this one. And again, as I said, I talked more about it yesterday. I think the themes in here I liked better, and I liked the way it went in the end. This one I really enjoyed. I haven't really enjoyed many of the other ones. Like, they're okay, but they're just not like memorable. This one I really enjoyed. As I said, I think it shows her maturity from growing up and things that she knows, and her being a witch in this world, and what that entails. And I really enjoyed it. I have to say that. I was kind of surprised. This is, of all of them, this is the only one so far that's gotten a 4-star for me for the Tiffany Aching books. So we'll see how it goes when we get to the last one. But I have to read 2 other Discworld books before we get there. So I did continue to read The Phantom Queen by Yasmin Galenorn. So this is 3rd book in the Whisper Hollows, which is a paranormal romance series. Again, as I said, I've been reading this one this month. It's been a really fun talking about a spiritual shaman who is up in northern Washington, and she is trying to figure out why all the things are going wrong and people are not being good. This one actually, I would say, is the most gruesome of them. Well, not gruesome, maybe. You don't actually see it, but the violence in here is a little bit more than the other ones. I was a little surprised at some of the themes in this one, and it was just heartbreaking because the victims were young, and I don't like that. So it definitely pulled your heartstrings, but I'm just like, of the books, that one that was kind of hard, because it hasn't been light. These are not like light, fluffy urban or paranormal romances. I mean, there's a lot of themes because it has to do with a lot of death and stuff, but I was a little surprised at how that went. But other than that, it's going really well. I'm just over 50%. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this tonight. So I'm going to wrap up the vlog here because I have finished a few books, and this one I'm hoping to finish hopefully tomorrow. And then I forgot, I did start an audiobook. I don't have a picture of it here, but anyway, I didn't get very far, but I did start Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. So I will talk more about that in the next video because, as I said, I've only gotten a little bit of ways. I listened to it only a little bit at work because it was a fairly busy day. I finished the Pratchett pretty early because I didn't have all that much left. So by the time I exercised and drove to work, and I didn't have much left. So, but I did, and then I read on my breaks for The Phantom Queen. So I listened to Slaying the Vampire Conqueror on the way home, and I had an errand, so it took me, I got a little bit into it, but not very far. So, but that's fantasy romance. It's connected to the Crowns of Nyaxia because it's the same world, just been in a different part of it, and we're dealing with blood-borne vampires and some kind of cult kind of thing that has to do with a different god. So it's very interesting. I'm liking it so far. It's definitely not a favorite so far. I definitely like the the Nightborn duet much better, the way it's written and stuff. But so far, again, I'm really early, so I can't say, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm only a few chapters in. So anyway, I will talk more about that in the next one. But I thought I would just close this out while I was here, and show you my bookmarks are for quitters, which is ridiculous because I put bookmarks in like everything. But I thought that it was cute. It has a cute little bookmarks. I just thought it was a funny shirt. Anyway, I think that's it for this vlog. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna continue reading The Phantom Queen and hopefully listen to the Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. I don't know what I'm gonna read after that. There's so many things I want to get to, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, so I hope your guys' reading is going well in October, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.